And she brought forth her firstborn son and wrapped him in swaddling clothes and laid him in a manger because there was no room for them at the inn. So it doesn't specifically say that Mary was in a barn or a stable or a cave, but since there was a manger, we're assuming that she was in with the animals. So we'll say a barn or a stable. Have any of you here ever slept in a barn? Anyone? Well, actually, I have multiple times. So I'll tell you about one time. I was living in Wyoming. That's where I'm from, Wyoming and Colorado. And I had horses. I was raising horses, and my horse was going to have a baby. And I was so excited. I'd never seen a live birth before, and this is when I was in college. And so I wanted to see it. I wanted to be there. So I actually slept in the manger because that was the feed trough with the hay. It was like the only place I could sleep with where I wasn't afraid I was going to get stepped on by the horses. But let me tell you, it is very uncomfortable to sleep in a barn. Hay gets in your clothes and your hair, and it's itchy. And there's the smells and the sounds. There's manure, dust, flies, animals chomping, snorting, stomping. It's very uncomfortable. It's loud, it's noisy, it's stinky, it's dirty. And by morning, you feel so dirty, so gross. And you have a sore back, and you feel like you didn't sleep at all. Okay, so that is the environment that Mary is moving into. You know, I'm sure she's exhausted after a week of travel. She's ready, like we would be if we traveled for a week, to check into the Marriott or someplace nice, take a hot bath, and climb in a bed. But instead, she ends up in a barn. You know, the stable is probably associated with the inn. Probably a lot of people were riding donkeys as they traveled. And then just like our hotels have parking lots where we could park our vehicle and go in and stay the night, they needed some place to park their donkey where they could have some shelter, some water, some food. So it was probably a stable associated with the inn, and the innkeeper, you know, said, you know, I'm sorry, but you can go where all the guests are keeping their animals, the donkeys. And, you know, I don't know of a single woman, 9 months pregnant, who would not have just burst into tears at that point. That's certainly what I would have done. You know, Mary must have wondered why God didn't provide a better place for her, or even a place of honor. She knew she was carrying the child of God. But we see God is concerned about something far greater than Mary's comfort. You know, sometimes our trials are not about us. God is orchestrating circumstances and aligning people and events to come together for the benefit of others. God was less concerned with Mary's comfort and more concerned with the message that he was planning to send out to all the world. Jesus was strategically born in a barn, not accidentally. Now let's continue reading Luke chapter 2, 8 through 16.